Am I the asshole for leaving my boyfriend for no reason? I, 26 female, have been with my now ex-boyfriend Eric, 28 male, for 2 years. Overall, we had a good relationship. Nothing crazy until last night when things completely fell apart. We were out at a bar with some friends, just having a normal night. Drinks, food, the usual. Eric and his friend Mark, 28 male, were joking around. Eric made a comment about how much Mark was eating. Something like, "Careful, Mark, you'll eat the whole damn bar." It seemed harmless at first, just typical guy humor. But then Mark looked right at me and said, "If only she knew." What she need to know, Mark? Who been eating it like it's groceries? Mark. What she need to know? What? Okay. It was one of those moments where you instantly feel uncomfortable, like there's something going on behind your back. I had no idea what Mark was talking about, and the whole vibe at the table shifted. Before I could even react, Eric exploded. He guilty. I don't know what the fuck he did, but he did it. He definitely did it. Oh, I know he did it. And as soon as you find out what he did, come back and let me know, because he did it. Eric exploded. He went off on Mark, screaming at him to shut the fuck up and even tried to get physical. He definitely did it. His other friends had to hold him back. Mark didn't really react, which only made Eric angrier. This whole thing was awkward as hell, and we ended up leaving early. Eric. Fuck that. Mark. What'd he do? Fuck Eric, because Eric ain't gonna tell us the truth. Mark. What'd he do? What'd he do? When we got back to my place, I couldn't stop thinking about that comment. So I asked Eric, what the hell did Mark mean by "if only she knew"? What don't I know? Instead of answering me like a normal person, Eric lost it again. He started yelling at me, telling me to drop it and stop being paranoid. Damn a paranoid, sir. We are way beyond paranoid. We are way, way beyond paranoid, because you don't go from joking to physically wanting to fight someone over something that really didn't happen. We are well beyond paranoid. I need you to stop being a lying liar pants and come clean and tell me what the fuck you're hiding from me. Eric was dodging every question. He was getting more pissed every time I brought it up. I wasn't trying to pick a fight. I just wanted to know what was going on. It felt like there was something more important being hidden from me, and I wasn't about to let it slide. But every time I asked, he would just get more defensive and angry. Finally, he stormed out of my apartment. He doesn't live with me. So I locked the door and called it a night. I didn't hear from him until this morning, and when I did, it was just more angry messages telling me to drop it and leave him alone. Not you texting me telling me to leave you alone. Okay. At that point, I was done. I'm not going to sit around and be treated like I'm crazy for asking a simple question. I texted him back saying that we're done. I need space, and if he can't be honest with me, then I don't want any part of this relationship. End of story. Now here's where it gets worse. He's been going around to our mutual friends telling them that I left him for no reason, trying to make it seem like I'm the one that's overreacting. Some of them have even reached out to me, saying that I should have just let it go and that I'm blowing things out of proportion. Mind your fucking business. This has nothing to do with you. How the fuck you gonna reach out to me to tell me that I'm wrong in a situation that don't have your fucking name on it? Mind your fucking business, bitch. I told them to mind their fucking business. I don't care what they think. Period. Like, this is literally what the only answer you're supposed to have for someone that's offering you input or advice that you didn't ask for in a situation that has nothing to do with them. Mind your fucking business. None of those friends were there in that moment. None of them saw how he acted. None of them have to live with the pit in their stomach that I've had since that weird ass comment from Mark. I'm not about to stay in a relationship where I feel like something shady is going on behind my back. If Eric can't be straight up with me after 2 years together, then what's the point? So Reddit, am I the asshole for leaving him over this? Absolutely not. Absolutely the fuck not. Because if nothing happened, we would have continued joking. He would have continued laughing. But nah, Eric got big mad. Eric needed a cape, so he could have been super mad. Like, he was mad as fuck. Something happened. But we're not going to get the story from Eric. You need to go talk to Mark. The cat's already out of the bag. The damage is fucking done. Eric is already upset. You're already single. Go to the source. Go to Mark and ask him, what did he mean by the comment? Tell him we are no longer together, so whatever it was I didn't know can't hurt me anymore. It might frustrate me. Hell, it might piss me off, but my relationship is already over. You need to go to Mark and talk to him to find out what the fuck it was that went down that you didn't know. Now, me personally, I feel like somebody was getting a back door played with. Somebody was getting the back door played with. Now, I don't know if Eric was doing the playing or if he was getting played with. Either way, something was getting touched. And OP was not the one doing none of the touching. So, please talk to Mark. And please come back and tell us what he said. I am here, you guys. You guys have been harassing me all night and all morning about this update. You need to see this. What is it? What? We're going to figure it out together. I am here. We are going to read the update together. Am I the asshole for leaving my boyfriend for no reason? Update. I feel like I'm living in some kind of twisted nightmare, and the more I try to make sense of it, the worse it gets. Mark called me today while I was at work. I didn't expect him to call me because he was ignoring me. I stepped outside to take the call, and he told me something that I never in a million years could have prepared for. Mark told me that Eric has been putting other men's... Oh my God! Oh my God! Oh my God! Mark told me that Eric has been putting other men's man juices into my food, drinks, skincare, shampoo and conditioner, and even my toothpaste. I'm not exaggerating. I'm not being dramatic. That's what Mark said. Eric has apparently been hooking up with random men, having them finish into cups, and then using it in my meals and drinks like it's some kind of sick joke. Are you fucking... That has got to be some type of fucking assault. Are you kidding me? Are you fucking kidding? Are you kidding me? This is not okay. This is not okay. Even as I write this, I'm still in complete disbelief. Who does that to someone? Mark said he found out about this a week ago, but for some reason, it took him that long to tell me. A week. I've been living my life completely oblivious, trusting Eric, someone that I loved while this was happening behind my back. I feel so betrayed, disgusted, and violated. When I asked Mark if he and Eric were having an affair or if this was some sort of twisted thing between them, he swore that they weren't. He even made a gross comment about not wanting to touch Eric because who knows what diseases he may have. This made my stomach turn. I'm getting tested for everything now because I don't know what's been in my body. I'm so sorry. I am literally holding back tears, baby. I am so sorry. Like this, 100%, this was not the direction I was expecting this to go. I don't know what to say. I am so sorry. When I got home, I went straight into the kitchen. Mark told me to check under the sink, and there they were, the cups, hidden behind cleaning supplies. I lost my shit. I threw out everything in the kitchen and bathroom, even stuff I knew hadn't been touched. I didn't care. Everything felt so contaminated now. My home doesn't feel like a safe space anymore. Every time I walk into the kitchen, I feel like I'm going to throw up. Girl, I am fighting it. I am so fucking... I cannot imagine. We have to be able to charge him with something. This has got to be fucking assault. It has to be. If it ain't, it fucking should be. I can't even function without my mind going to dark places, thinking about all the times I had no idea what was happening. I don't have any solid proof of this. It's just Mark's word and those disgusting cups. I feel so powerless. If nothing can be done about this, I honestly don't know what I'm going to do. How is this even legal? How can someone get away with something so vile? I don't know if I'll ever be able to trust anyone again. I know I keep saying it, but I'm so sorry because this is terrible. This has got to be SA. It has to be. It has to be. This whole thing has been messing with my head in ways that I can't even explain. I feel dirty. I feel like I've been violated on such a deep level and there's nothing I can do to undo it. My mom wants to check me into a hotel just to make sure that I'm okay mentally, and I'm honestly going to do it. I think that is a very wise decision. That is a very, very wise decision, and good job on agreeing with your mom instead of fighting against it. Good shit. I don't feel stable right now. I don't feel like myself. I'm scared that I might hurt myself or someone else. Eric was eating the same food. He was eating the same food he had contaminated right along with me. Was it a kink? A power trip? I don't even know anymore. All I know is that the man I thought I knew, the man I loved, is a complete stranger to me now. I can't believe I've been living with someone capable of something so vile. I feel like I'm losing my mind and I don't know how I'm going to come back from this. How can he do this to me? I'm genuinely losing it. I'm a danger to myself. I won't be on. I'm going to go check myself into the hospital. This is honestly the most disgusting thing that I have ever read in my life. Like, I am hurting. Like, this is one of those situations where I pray this story is not real. I pray that this person is just damn good with their creative writing skills. Because the other half of me can't help but hurt for this person. Like, I can't help but feel angry for them, because who fucking does that? Why would you do this? Do you know how many people knowingly get off on stuff like this, but you want to do it to some... Oh God, people suck. People fucking suck. People fucking suck. I feel like you need to get a group of all your girlfriends, hell, your family members, and we need to just dress up in black and just wait for Eric, I don't know, to go take out the trash one day. I don't know, on his way to the gym. And we need to just have a conversation. One that's going to be very loud and painful. I mean, clear. To let him know that what he's done is not okay. That's my vote. That is my fucking vote. I think we should go have a talk with Eric, because this is absolutely vile. I have never been more disappointed in humanity than I am right now. Like, oh my gosh. Am I the asshole for exposing that my sister lived with her husband before they got married to our ultra-Catholic family? I, 29 female, recently got engaged to my fiancé, Zach. We've been together for 8 years and have lived together for about 3. I was actually raised in a strict Catholic family, and I'm the youngest of 5, 3 girls and 2 boys. My siblings are still religious, but I broke away from the Catholic Church in college. It's caused some tension with my parents and siblings, but they love and support me in their way. My parents told me and my sisters from an early age that they'd only pay for our weddings if we graduated from college, waited until marriage to live with our fiancés, and got married in the Catholic Church. My older sister, Stephanie, got married at 22. She says that she waited until marriage, and I actually believe her. She was married in the Catholic Church, and my parents had a huge party for her afterwards. They also helped her and her husband with the down payment. My other sister, Sophie, lived with her husband for about a year before they got married. She kept it a secret from everyone in the family aside from me. She told me she didn't want drama with our parents, and also she wanted them to pay for a wedding celebration and to help with the down payment. I felt icky about the lying, but also I felt it was between her and my parents, so I kept my mouth shut. Again, I've been honest about my break from the Catholic Church, and my family knows that I live with Zach. I wasn't expecting any help with my wedding from my parents, and I was fine with that. I was willing to forego financial help if that means that I can live my life on my own terms. My parents had a dinner to celebrate my engagement last weekend with my siblings and their spouses. During her toast, my mom got teary. She said that she's so happy for me and Zach, and she wants to contribute the same amount of money towards our wedding that she spent on the other girls in the family. It meant a lot to me since my mom hasn't always agreed with my choices. I think she took my split from Catholicism extremely hard. Stephanie, my sister who actually waited for marriage, told my mom that she was doing the right thing. But Sophie was pissed. All right, Sophie, weren't you living with your boyfriend before you got married? You should keep your mouth shut. Sophie was pissed. She said that it's clear that I'm mom's favorite no matter what rules I break. She said that if she or Stephanie had lived with their husbands before marriage, there was no way my parents would have paid for their weddings. That's ridiculous. You don't get to be mad at me because you hid what you were doing in your relationship, and I've been open and honest about mine. That's the difference. They have no expectation from me because they know exactly how I'm living my life. You're choosing to lie and play a part. That's the fucking difference. My brother John agreed and said it wasn't fair that my sisters had to follow all of my mom's rules to get their dream weddings. I snapped. I said the only difference between me and Sophie is that I was honest about the fact that I was intimate and lived with my fiancé before marriage. The family looked shocked, and Sophie started crying and admitted that she lied to my parents about her living situation for about a year. Sophie, sometimes shutting the fuck up is the best thing that we can do. You didn't have to say anything. You did not have to say anything. You really thought that you were going to be able to go low and that OP wasn't going to go to hell. And that's exactly what happened. You thought you were going to be able to take a cheap shot and she was just going to sit there and take it. You forgot she had ammo on you too. Silly girl. My mom was livid. She says she cares more about the deceptiveness than the fact that Sophie lived with her husband before they got married. Sophie said it was because she felt ashamed, and I kept my mouth shut about the fact that money also had something to do with it. Sophie left in tears, and it ruined the whole evening. This morning, I got an angry text from Sophie saying she can't believe I outed her to our family and that she doesn't want to be at my bridal party. Part of me feels guilty for sharing this private information, but also her hypocrisy is killing me. Am I the asshole, and should I apologize? You're not the asshole. Absolutely not. You're not the asshole, and you do not owe Sophie an apology. For fucking what? Throwing stones while she lives in a glass house? Absolutely not. Absolutely not, because Sophie could have did a whole lot of shutting the fuck up. She could have just shut the fuck up in silence and been mad. But no, she felt the need to say something, and now the focus is on her. I truly feel like Sophie was hoping that your parents were not going to help you with your wedding so that your wedding would be lacking in some way so she could blame it on the fact that you're no longer a part of the church. I could be reaching, but that's just my personal opinion. She was hoping and praying that because of this, you weren't going to get anything out of it. Because why would she fucking care so much? Why would she fucking care so much? Like, bitch, you broke the rules. You broke the rules. I know you broke the rules. You know that I know you broke the fucking rules, and you had the nerve and audacity to try to want to call me out because I don't follow the fucking rules. That's crazy. You could have shut the fuck up, but instead you wanted to say something. She was hoping that your wedding was going to be lacking. She was. I wouldn't want her to be a part of my wedding party in any way. No, hell no. Absolutely not. Do not apologize to her. My sister said that I'm spoiled and I get everything handed to me. I told her no, I've just made better life decisions than she has. Am I the asshole? My sister Abby, 27 female, and I, 24 female, have never had an amazing relationship. She never wanted a younger sibling and made that known to me from the very moment I was born. Our parents used to joke about how angry she was when I finally arrived and how much she resented me for taking attention away from her. She bullied me throughout middle school and high school, but when she left for college, our relationship somewhat improved. We're now cordial with each other, and we see each other at family functions several times a year. Last week, we were both visiting home for a family member's wedding. We were sitting in our parents' living room, and the four of us were chatting about life. Abby has been having some issues with her husband, Luke, 27 male. Pretty much ever since they got married. She often rants to us about these problems. This time, she was complaining that Luke didn't want to move back to her old college town with her. She was also upset that Luke, despite his promise to change, still wasn't helping around the house with cooking or cleaning, and that he was being a pain in the ass about traveling for Christmas. My parents and I listened to her talk, offering condolences along the way. After she got everything out, my mom asked me how my husband, 24 male, and I were doing. I was honest, and I said that we were doing well and that we didn't really have any updates to share. She asked me if my husband was better about cleaning and cooking than Luke was. I laughed and said yes, and that he actually was the main cook in the household. That was not necessary. Your mom did not have to say that. Your sister is already venting about these issues. This is something, like you said, that isn't the first time because he's promised to change about this. So this is something she's brought up to you guys more than once. Your mom did not have to say anything. To my surprise, this set Abby off. She started going off about how spoiled I am and how I just get everything that I want handed to me. She said that it wasn't fair that I got the supportive husband, I got the good job, and I got to go to the college that she originally wanted to go to, which was years ago, by the way. She was upset and kept saying how ridiculous it is that I get everything handed to me and she doesn't. This is where I might be the asshole. So I asked Abby, do you really think I just happened to get all of these things given to me? She said yes. I told Abby that everything I had worked for and earned. I pointed out how I studied constantly in high school and took as many upper level classes as possible, while she blew off many of her classes and coasted by, resulting in her getting rejected from her dream college and me getting accepted. I mentioned how my job wasn't easy or even lucrative. I make $60,000 a year, but I work hard at it and I get through the tough times. She's on her second round of unemployment after repeatedly quitting jobs that she doesn't like. And finally, I reminded her how Luke and her got engaged after only 4 months of dating. They met online. And at the time, I cautioned her against moving so quickly, and she didn't listen. They got married after being together for 10 months. By contrast, my husband and I were friends for 2 years before we even dated, and didn't get married until another 2.5 years afterwards. So I knew the type of person that he was very well before I decided to tie the knot. Abby scoffed at me and told me that none of that mattered. Literally all of it matters, Abby. Literally all of it. The reason you are having trouble in your relationship is because you did not know the man you decided to spend your life with. The reason you didn't get into college that you wanted to go to was because you did not take your schoolwork and your shit seriously. The reason you aren't making as much money is because you are depending on fucking unemployment instead of just working your job despite how much you like it or not. All of that fucking matters. Literally all of it. Just every little bit of it. All of it. Abby scoffed at me and said that none of that mattered. I was still the spoiled one. None of your hard work matters. You're still spoiled because you still get everything that you work hard for. I would fucking hope so. Abby, touch some fucking grass, girlfriend. Like real shit. Outside, right now, both hands and face in the grass. I told Abby that I wasn't spoiled. I simply made better life decisions than she did. And now I was benefiting from those decisions. She stormed out of the room and the rest of the weekend was extremely tense between us. My parents both think that I shouldn't have said anything to Abby and I should have just smiled and nodded. My mom's words. I don't think I did anything wrong. Abby has repeatedly made comments like this to me and I'd finally had enough. But my parents disagree and now Abby isn't speaking to me. So am I the asshole? No, you're not the asshole. You're absolutely not the asshole. You had every right to say what the fuck you said because you're not going to diminish all of the hard work that I put in into getting the life that I want, into living the life that I have right now. You're not going to take that away from me by telling me and everyone that's willing to listen that I'm just getting it handed to me. Absolutely not. I would have spoke the fuck up too. I knew from the very beginning that your parents were going to be a part of the problem. I knew from the very beginning they were going to tell you that you were wrong for saying what you said to your sister. And not because it's Reddit, it's cliche. That's what the hell we see in these stories all the time. No, because in the second sentence, you stated that she didn't want a sibling and she made it known. She made it known from the moment that you were born. She was 3. She was 3. She made it clear that she resented you for taking attention away from her. And instead of your parents reassuring her, baby, we still love you. We're still going to pay attention to you. You are a baby as well. They made jokes about it. She bullied you middle school and high school and well into fucking adulthood because she's still doing it. And instead of them coming to your defense, they're telling you that you should have just smiled and nodded. Instead of them telling her everything your sister said was fact. She might tell you a joke, but she'll never tell you a lie. They told you that you were wrong for telling her that you worked hard for everything that you have. I knew from the start your parents were going to be a part of the problem. I knew they were going to be they're the whole fucking problem. I'm proud of you. I see all the hard work that you've done. I'm proud of you. You 100% deserve to talk about your achievements. You 100% deserve to speak out when someone tries to act like everything that you have has been handed to you when you know you've worked damn hard for everything. You're not wrong. You're not wrong. You're not the asshole, babe. I am so sorry.